Now the Fuzzyberry Theatre presents The Tale of Hansel and Gretel, starring the blacksmith as Daddy, Daisy Fuzzyberry as Gretel, and Red Pretzel as Hansel, with the Green Witch as the Witch. Now, let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a poor family who lived in the middle of nowhere, miles away from somewhere, and just outside the Red Woods. Oh, and here they are now, Daddy, Hansel and Gretel. The wood bucket sat next to the fire and was empty. Now, while I make your dinner, how about you two go on an adventure and collect some dry wood from the jungle, said Daddy. It's not a jungle, Daddy. It's the Red Woods, said Gretel. It is a jungle if you use your imagination, said Daddy, and take a bag of fruit each. You may get hungry. The Tale of Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel get their hats on and set out for an adventure in the snow. It's so cold I can see my own breath, said Hansel. Gretel, where do we find dry wood? All the wood has got snow on it. Gretel said, look for bits of wood that are sheltered under the biggest trees. Gretel, I found a few bits, said Hansel. Well done, Hansel, said Gretel. You're really good at collecting dry wood. How much have you found, Gretel, said Hansel. Oh, I can't find any dry wood, said Gretel. I'm going to go deeper into the jungle where the trees are bigger. Well, don't get eaten by tigers, said Hansel. said Gretel. I won't, don't worry, but maybe a big bad wolf. Hansel smiles and looks around for dry wood. Oh, said Hansel. I'm on my own, and a little scared of tigers and wolves. Gretel! Gretel! shouts Hansel. Oh no, I can't see Gretel anywhere. Hansel goes further into the woods. He doesn't know that his fruit bag has opened, leaving a trail of grapes and strawberries. And Hansel gets even more worried about Gretel, until... Is that a gingerbread house? Says Hansel. Gretel might be in there. As Hansel heads for the gingerbread house, he starts getting very scared of the dark woods. And then Hansel knocks 4 times on the door. A witch answers the door. Hello, child, said the witch. Excuse me, said Hansel. I didn't mean to bother you, but have you seen my sister Gretel? Yes, said the witch. Do you want to come in and have some sweets? Oh, yes, please, I'm very hungry, said Hansel. Well then, said the witch, come in and help yourself. Ha ha, said Hansel. What's so funny? What? Said the witch. Hansel said, well, you were laughing. Oh, said the witch, I was just laughing at... Have some sweets. Hansel's eyes lit up. Oh, right, yes, said Hansel. That is pretty funny. Oh, Hansel walks into the house, and the witch locks the door behind him. Hansel said, locking the door is smart. It keeps the heat in, and your fireplace is looking cosy. And that massive oven is so warm and big. Anyway, where is Gretel? The witch said. I tricked you. Your sister isn't here. Oh, well, said Hansel. She's missing out. These gingerbread men are amazing. The witch said, yes, eat as many sweets as you like. As the witch encourages Hansel to eat sweets to make it taste nice, Gretel is getting worried. Meanwhile, Gretel had been going around in circles and ended up where she'd left Hansel. Hansel! Hansel! Shouted Gretel. Oh no, he must be so scared and hungry. I'll go back for Daddy and we'll search together. Gretel ran all the way home and into the house. Daddy, Daddy, I can't find Hansel, said Gretel. Oh, said Daddy, where did you last see him? Gretel said we were collecting wood and split up because I couldn't find any dry, good wood. Daddy jumped out of his chair. Okay, he said, let's go back together and find Hansel. Meanwhile, at the gingerbread house, Hansel said, I think I will have to go now. Gretel must be looking for me. No, said the witch. You haven't tried my cupcakes yet. I'll take them to go, said Hansel, but I can't eat them now. The witch uses a spell to trap Hansel in toffee paper. Hansel says, what are you doing? It's all sticky and I can't get out. Tastes nice though. Oh, said the witch, you're not going anywhere. What do you mean? Said Hansel. What are you going to do to me? The witch cackled and said, I'm going to eat you for my supper. Help, help, said Hansel. Shh, said the witch, and put a toffee apple in his mouth. And Hansel started eating it. Outside in the cold woods, Gretel and Daddy hear Hansel shout, help, help. Gretel says, I think it came from this way, and look, a trail of fruit leading into those dark woods. Daddy says, lead the way, Gretel. Gretel spots the gingerbread house. Look, she says, there's a house made from sweets right there. He may be in there. In fact, he'll definitely be in there. Let's go, said Daddy. Meanwhile, the witch is about to put Hansel in the oven. Gretel tries to push the witch's door open. The door's locked, said Gretel. Well, this is a gingerbread house, said Daddy. We'll have to eat our way in. Quickly, Gretel. There's a munching and crunching noise coming from outside the witch's cottage. Oh, said the witch. How did you find me and Hansel? Are you kidding, said Daddy. Your house is made of sweets and gingerbread and has different colours all over it. Where else would Hansel be? The witch cackles, jumps on a broomstick and escapes, shouting, I'll be back. Hansel looks at Daddy and Gretel and says, I didn't get eaten by a tiger, but I did nearly get eaten by a witch. The end.